Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we give you our exclusive access to all of our videos, 186 videos and counting. We just updated it. That's why I know how many videos is on there.
Bangers too, though. Bangers. Nothing too shabby. I mean, I don't know, like a Led Zeppelin marathon. We got Metallica on there, some Megadeth stuff. I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there, man. So if you're interested, definitely check that out, guys. The link for that will be in the description.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man, George.
Yeah, man. Big requests.
Yeah, man.
Big requests on Patreon, man. Y'all been, going hard for this one ever since Cherub Rock, I believe that we did, which we enjoyed.
Yep.
And I wanted to say something, Ryan, man.
What's up?
This is a band that probably had, I would say, they had a pretty good redemption with Cherub Rock. It was before the redemption series began. This is, we did this a while back. We did Bullet with butterfly wings or something like that. And I remember like, I don't know about that one. And then we did Cherub Rock, and I was like, yes. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we again that is a prime example of maybe not getting the right song that would move us. And then eventually getting to the song that was the right song for us, and us maybe having a completely different idea of a band and what they really represent as well. So now what we feel about Smashing, I can't wait to get to Smashing Pumpkins now. So we knew we were going to get back to them, and here we are with Geek USA. This isn't a debate. This has just been a very, very big request floating around Patreon for quite some time. And I think you guys kind of know that. So this is why we went with it. Off that Siamese Dream album, the same album that Cherub Rock was on. A lot of people consider that album a classic. I was reading somewhere, I think the Wiki, they were saying it's one of the greatest alternative rock albums of all time.
Wow.
One of the best albums of the 90s. It's that type of album. So let's see, man. Let's see if they can keep the momentum that they've started with Cherub Rock going.
Let's go.
Smashing Pumpkins, Geek USA. I'm liking this. I like this.
You like it?
I like this one.
Yeah, this is.
He doesn't sound too nasally, the nasally issue. I had the issue with the nasally sound in Bullet with Butterfly Wings, and then that changed with Cherub Rock. And I like the tone, this sort of the fuzziness of this the same thing, the same way I felt with Cherub Rock. There's a fuzziness in how this sounds, man. This wall of fuzziness and distortion in the guitars. The tone is nasty, man. And the drum work is really good. Not mad at his vocal approach. That's where I'm at. I like it so far.
This is probably the grooviest song that I don't like ever. When they add that little guitar like tone after it, that whatever that shit's called, it sounds like Even Flow to me. Even Flow.
Oh, the Pearl Jam song.
It sounds like that. That part right there reminded me of that. But I don't know, man. I'm still trying to take it in. It is got a groove though. It's groovy as fuck. So I should like it. So I don't know. I'm still trying to take it in. So that's where I'm at.
Let's keep it going.
White on us and shit. You know what I'm saying? From that to this, that's such a stark difference.
Yeah, that's different.
That's super different.
You said Barry White, and I'm like, I agree. It's like an R&B break, like the dude from Boys and Men with the deep voice is gonna start talking.
Yeah, you know, that's such a stark difference, man. I don't know, but you were saying that the drumming, I have to agree, man. The drumming, I put in the ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. It's just saucy.
Shout out to, who is the drummer on this? Jimmy Chamberlain, man. That and the guitar work. The guitar work, man, is it's just the tone is just nasty. It's just this wall of distortion a little bit in there. It's a fuzziness to it that's just, yeah, they are playing, man. Yeah, let's pull that transition back. There's a lot of energy that just went right into this R&B like breakdown or something. Dreamy.
Yes. This doesn't sound bad, but it's just. Part right here, you know. That last transition. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, this album probably gonna be right up my alley, bro.
Yeah.
This album probably gonna be right up my alley. They fucking killed that to me. Yeah, go ahead, Ryan, but they killed that to me.
Yeah, that last transition, though, you hit it right on the head. I really enjoyed that, but it still was a little too late for me. But I gotta appreciate what was happening, though, man. It's groovy. It's the pace in which they were playing, the guitar work and the drum work was really good, man. And his voice sounded good. It had like that distortion type of sound to it, but it worked. It worked in what they were trying to accomplish. I just don't know if I like what was being pulled off. I don't know if I like the song. I just don't like the way it was put together. And then that slow breakdown in the middle of it, even though that sounded good, but just the way they put it all together, I just think the way this song in totality is it's just disjointed to me. It just doesn't go together, man. It's like vinegar and what is it, vinegar and water or vinegar and oil? No, oil and
oil and vinegar.
Or oil and vinegar. I'm fucking it all up. See, that's what the song sounds like to me. I'm just discombobulated. That's just what it sounds like to me.
Damn.
It's just like, I don't know, man. It's just, but I should like it because it has all these elements in it that I like.
If y'all had a betting pool going, there is somebody lost a lot of money. Because if someone were to say, okay, it's got a song with heaviness, it's got the hard, raw, gritty guitars, it's got the fuzz, the distortion, you know what I'm saying?
All the shit that I like.
It's got groove, right?
All the shit that I like.
It doesn't have an annoying vocalist that's doing all that. It's got transitions, then it gets heavy, and then it ends with a heavy-ass, nasty transition. If someone were to describe that song, you would think that's a slam dunk for Ryan.
Yeah.
You would think. But doesn't, for whatever reason.
But that's a first listen, though, too. Often, for me, songs do grow on me. I don't really like it at first, but then after a few listens, I'm like, that's okay.
Yeah.
But the first listen, it's a little, it's a little, do I dare say, all over the place and a little repetition. And just the pace of it, how sped up it is, and it's repetitious. It's like, okay, So that's my initial thoughts on it, guys. Again, I'm going to push myself to give this another listen because it's not horrible. It's not horrible. There's a lot of elements within it that I do like because I think the drumming was good. I thought the guitar work was good. I do like his voice, how they transitioned into that last part. I really liked. Like I said, even that slow, somber, melodic type of portion of the song that they had, the Barry White shit that I called it, that didn't sound bad. I just didn't like the placement of it, but it didn't sound bad. So I'm going to force myself to give that another listen and see if that grows on me.
Yeah.
You know?
I got you, man. Yeah, that's easy playlist for me. That's actually easy playlist. See, I'm gonna bang the fuck out of that one. Shout out to everybody that suggested that. That is just nasty. Just nastiness. If you don't like that up tempo groove, like that kind of pretty much filled out the entire song. If you don't like that, then yeah, I can understand that not grabbing you. But I love that up tempo groove. I actually think that they made a song that was groovy, heavy, with complexity, with edge, with even the vocals. I just think the vocals were surprisingly. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that Bullet with Butterfly Wings really fucked me up. And the melody he chose, the way he rocked this was just smooth. It was just, he had swagger. You know what I mean? With how he approached this, man. And the heaviness, and the transitions, and the drum work was nasty. The tone, the distortion, the fuzziness. Yep. I mean, there's just a lot that I love about it, man. As far as the lyrics are concerned, because I was really curious about this song, considering the title called Geek USA. The thoughts of me alone and unhappy, I never liked me anyway. He said things like that. In the chorus, he was saying the disappointed disappeared like they were never here. So it sounds like someone that just seemed to be felt maybe that he was overlooked and ignored.
Okay.
I don't know if this was like a younger him that felt sort of maybe depression or whatever the case may be. Maybe he felt like a geek. Maybe got picked on a little bit, and he just didn't feel very good about himself. Maybe low self-esteem. And at a certain point in the song, man, it just seems like he's repelling. He seems like he's just been sort of discarded and overlooked and maybe become more of a leper in his own life. And it looks like he's just saying, you know what, at a certain point, he's just becoming accepting of it. You know what I'm saying? Who needs them anyway? It looks like he says here. So I'm going to sit with the lyrics, man. I'll keep breaking them down. I was more into the groove of the song. But yeah, man. Yeah, playlist for me. That's easy money. You know me. Shout out to everybody that requested that. I feel like Smashing Pumpkins might be right up my alley. This whole album just sounds it sounds like nasty, gritty 90s, grungy, heavy.
Yeah.
It just sounds like you know what I'm saying? So give us more from them. That's the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And also, guys, check out our Patreon channel if you're interested. It will allow you to get exclusive access to our content. The link for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost in Vegas.
We out.